The modules associated with the engine control for high-horsepower lean-burn gas engines consist of the CM700, the CM558, the ignition module, and the sense module. The ignition module uses reference and fire signals received from the CM558 to determine when to fire each spark plug. These reference and fire signals are based on the engine speed and position. A DC to DC converter in the ignition module takes the 24-volt system battery voltage and steps it up to 320 volts. This higher voltage is stored in a capacitor until the ignition module receives the signal from the CM558. When the ignition module receives the fire signal from the CM558, it closes an electronic switch which discharges the capacitor into the primary windings of the ignition coil. The current in the primary windings induces a high voltage in the secondary windings. This secondary voltage, up to 36 kilovolts, fires the spark plug. The gas control assembly is controlled and monitored by the CM558. The gas mass flow sensor is a hot wire sensor. The CM558 sends a current through the wire, heating the wire. The natural gas flowing over the sensor tends to cool the wire and lower its resistance. By monitoring the change, the CM558 determines the quantity of gas flowing. Positioning the sensor in the bypass passage provides less turbulent flow over the sensor and improves resolution. The CM558 delivers a pulse-width modulated 24-volt square wave signal to the fuel control valve. The fuel control valve is a butterfly-type valve that controls the air-fuel ratio by controlling the volume of gas drawn through the gas control assembly. The fuel control valve position is fed back to the CM558. The feedback is a 0 to 5-volt DC signal. The CM558 receives a speed governing signal from the CM700. The CM558 converts this into a torque output signal that is sent to the throttle driver. Inline engines have one throttle and driver, while V engines are equipped with one or two, depending on the model. For inline engines, the signal from the CM558 to the throttle driver is a 24-volt PWM signal. On V engines, this signal is a 4 to 20 milliamp signal. The throttle driver and actuator convert the signal from the CM558 into a specific throttle position, thereby controlling the amount of fuel-air mixture delivered to the engine. The system is a closed-loop design with a position feedback signal sent to the CM558 for diagnostic purposes. Extreme variations between the commanded and actual throttle position will trigger an automatic engine shutdown.